So up next we have Molly Kocialski, the director of Rocky Mountain U.S. Patent and Trademark. Molly will be speaking about the importance of female innovation.
As a little girl, I never thought I want to be an intellectual property attorney when I grow up. But so what I did know as a little girl was that I loved the logic of math and science. And my father was an engineer, so it was kind of, I had that role model in my life to become an engineer. So I went to college and I became a chemical engineer. I was a engineer, okay? I am not kidding you. I was horrible. But the thing is that on the engineering teams that I was on, I was always the writer and I was always the speaker. So I'm like, why not? I'll go to law school. And in the 20 years since, I have worn every single hat that you can wear in the intellectual property world. I have ridden in those rodeos, and quite frankly, I have the banner, the sash, the scepter, and the crown. And along the way, I've watched IP make and break companies and careers. Because the decisions are really hard. They require a lot of money, they require capital, and if you f it up, it's really expensive. In that journey though, there is absolutely no way that I could have dreamt, or that I did dream, that I would one day be the first female director of the Rocky Mountain Regional Patent and Trademark Office. You know, being the director of the Rocky Mountain Regional Patent and Trademark Office was never at the top of my dream boards. I can tell you that being an intellectual property attorney is the most rewarding and satisfying career I could have ever had. And it's mainly because I get to work with amazing people and I get to help all of you in building amazing businesses and doing the things that you're doing. But the one thing that stood out for me as I was thinking about my journey is that not a single one of my mentors was a female engineer or a female patent attorney. I was one of 2 in-house patent attorneys that were women in the state of Colorado. I was like, that's stupid. But the other thing is that it led me to wonder is if that's my experience for my generation, how many other women, both engineers, inventors, scientists, and entrepreneurs, have had that same experience where you're learning from men and you don't have anybody that looks like you, that talks like you, that thinks like you, that dresses like you, that makes stupid shoe decisions like you, that you can learn from. So the Kauffman Foundation in August of 2016 just put together a compilation that said American women are half as likely as their male counterparts to become entrepreneurs. Quite frankly, this group here has the power to mind that gap and to change that gap. People start businesses and people invent for exactly the same reasons. Because they have a knowledge of the field, they have a knowledge that something is missing from the field. They have a problem that they solved, it's need. They want to be useful and contribute to an advanced society. They have a spark of genius or curiosity or imagination. They want to make history, they want to be famous, or they want to make money, or because they can. And I think that's the thing that when you talk to inventors, they will tell you they invent because they can. But so, you know, one of the things when we're talking about the gender gap is like, you know, you start asking yourself a whole lot of questions like, is the fact that there's a gender gap in patenting because we do less important research or that we invent less important things? We're gonna call bullshit on that. And not just because I want to, but because I can prove it empirically. Is it that we don't like to take risks? Do we have fewer contacts in industry, a lack of a network or support? Is it a numbers issue that we don't have enough women in STEM? While we have come a long way, we have so much further to go. Again, the best part of that statement is that the people in this room have the power to mind the gap, to change the gap, and we owe it to ourselves and future generations to disrupt and shift the culture of patenting and entrepreneurship and create a more inclusive environment. Diversity is not a tagline, it's just good business. We are here for you. And I love to say this, I am from the federal government and I am here to help you. We can help you navigate the IP system and get your assets protected. Thank you.